Considering the problems I'm having on YouTube, we're going to start off here. Take a look at this video title here. Pooping Dog, Kakamax, Giant Play-Doh, Poop Surprise, Toys, Disney, Cars, Ryan's Toy Reviews. Let's see if this has an ad. I highly suspect this has advertising. Okay, there is the ad. Everybody, there is the ad. I've got the sound turned down, but it's got advertising on it. So just remember this, it's very important in the context of this story. Here's another high-ranking Play-Doh poop video. Let's see if it has ads. Wow, very popular video. It's a children's channel. I'm making the wrong sort of content, aren't I? I can see this video has advertising on it because I can see the yellow things here. I think it's going to fall to an ad any moment. There's the ads there. Okay, this video is monetized. There is the ad down the bottom there, okay? So, children's videos that focus on poop. Well, I'll tell you what, there's lots of them. I've been making the wrong sort of content, but I've got a video, it's been pulled up by the demonetization bot, and people said to me, well, Leo, it's because you had poo in it. Well, let's investigate. Just got to get out of this section here. This here is a list of non-advertiser friendly videos. Some of them I got back. 3 of them have been double hit and went to non-advertiser friendly again, but it's the one at the bottom that we'll focus on in this video. This sort of video is very much the bread and butter type of video on my channel. That's the watch time there if you can work that one out. It's a 50-minute long video, so the average view duration is not very long, but that's normal on my videos. Nobody watches anything. There's the views thing. We'll go in closer on this one, and that is the income that it's acquired over its lifetime. This here's a close-up view of the views over the lifetime of the video. It really had a snappy start, up to 25,000 views there for the first couple of days by the looks of it. Then it started to dwindle off. Very popular style of video on my channel. It dwindled off even further down to 10,000 views. Hope you can see that. Down to some low points there of 2,000 views a day. Okay, there's a peak there of 5,500 views a day. Go down to a low point again, 1,700. There's lots of ebbs and waves on YouTube. There's another peak there. 6,283. Okay, then the video starts to really cool off down to like just over 1,000 views. A little peak there, nearly 2,000 views there, going down to even lower, just over 1,000 views there. And the video really just started to kill off and die in the last couple of months. Very much part of the advertiser crisis, I dare say. Looking at this here is very much YouTube of the last couple of years and why a lot of channels are dying. I get a peak here at the start, then the video basically gets put to sleep, put to sleep, put to sleep. Maybe another curious part to look at is where is this video most popular? Okay, so we're going to take a look at the map. The darker the color here is where it's had more views. So the darkest I can see is this country here. Thank you very much, United States. The next darkest area is United Kingdom. Mind you, you've got big populations there. If I wander down to my home country, long way from everyone else, there's Australia down there. Okay, but we don't have the population, do we? Indonesia's got a lot of people, so it's a bit coloured there. It's a bit hard to tell Russia. Okay, I can see it's a little bit darker. I can also see, thank you very much, Brazil. Thank you, Brazil. That's coloured up as well. Yeah, sometimes it's a little bit hard to see. Who lives there? Greenland. Not watching enough, I'm sorry. Yes, we can also see the number there, can't we? I also noticed down here, I shouldn't forget this country here, Argentina. Thank you very much. Remember, these are non-English speaking countries, so it's really nice that that's happening. Just on that, let's just take a look at France. Okay, thank you. Oh, it's one of these things where you start, where do you start and stop? Oh, Germany. Das ist gut, Germany. Das ist gut. Yes, once you start here, you can't stop. There is another country I'll take a look at. India. A lot of English-speaking people in India, thank you. But really, as I've noticed for many, many years on YouTube, the heartland of YouTube views is the USA. Let's take a look at what part of the USA people are watching. So again, the darker the colour means the more views. Mind you, the population's going to be different in different states, isn't it? Texas is nice and dark, thank you very much. I'm very popular in Texas, always have been. Los Angeles, a big population. Thank you very much. There's a lot of states here I don't know. What's this one? Washington State. Okay, I heard it rains a lot up this part of town. The one underneath is Oregon. That's where Beanmeister22 resides. Go across. That's darker there. Illinois. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Down to Florida. Certainly, there's some of these places I've been to. I've been to Florida. Okay, up there's Georgia's a bit darker. This is a mystery one. South Carolina versus North Carolina. Look at that. Big, big difference, and those states are side by side. I remember someone explaining that to me, but I've actually totally forgotten. Crawling up here, what's this New York State? I've worked up there in Mechanicville in New York. Beautiful part when you get up this upper part here of New York State. Absolutely stunning. Again, where do you start and stop? Pennsylvania, thank you very much. Really, across America, it's very, very good for me. What's this one here? Virginia? Okay, I don't know, Kentucky. I should do an American tour, shouldn't I? Missouri. Okay, but if, like the state here, Wyoming, that to me seems fairly light, but maybe not many people live there. And thinking of places where I think there are not many people, that area there, New Mexico. Am I correct or am I totally wrong? Yes, I've known for a long time on YouTube that America is very, very important for YouTube views, and I'm really lucky to have a big following in this country here, which is a long way from where I live. So this is worrying to see this video go down. Is it because I got Poo Train in the title? We're going to take a look at this video and see what has triggered the robot and the manual review process to fail this video. Well, before we go any further, I've just had this cicada fly into the garage, and it's one that I normally don't see, although I have seen a couple of these so far this year. Let's take a look at this one. Obviously, it is cicada season. I don't see too many like this. I do believe that is a flowery baker. I hope I'm correct there for the fact it looks like it's been rolling around in some flour. Thank you to the people who commented and explained to me these little critters have got like a very primitive eye, which is between the two eyes. It's a bit harder to see on this style of cicada. I like these. I call them more like a tabby type thing because they're like tabby cats in the way they're marked. It's got like an M mark there between my thumb and my finger there. Hope you can see that, or a W if you swing around the other way. And maybe you can hear a noise from this one, so straight away that's telling me it's a male, and these are beautiful underneath. This is the underneath part. There's a proboscis they use for feeding sap on the tree. And if you look at the drums here, look at the colour of those drums. And its little back end wriggling there. Very nice, isn't it? But they're not as noisy and ear-piercing as those green grosser cicadas. I've picked up one of those in another video. And they are one of the loudest little insects in the world. It's strange with cicadas. Some people are terrified of these guys. They are harmless little bugs. They're only in this format for a couple of weeks. They spend the bulk of their life, many, many years, living underground in a mysterious way. And I think these are beautiful. The wings on these styles of cicadas are beautiful. And once that's on a tree, let's say if that was on a native tree in Australia, you're barely ever going to see it. It's got some stunning camouflage going on there. It's been a bit of a strange cicada year, and I say that because we've had a real mix of styles of cicadas. Sometimes you get just all black ones. Oh, look at this guy go. But it's been a mixed bag, all different styles this year. Okay, I'll start to watch this video, and I've turned the volume down, and I'm going to do a lot of talking through this, and I might be able to explain some things and reminisce and give you some... Oh, I remember this video now, yeah! My background... if you don't know, is blowing things up in the real film industry. Okay, that's my background. So for me, doing that stuff is very easy. I don't have to think about doing that stuff. And these videos fall into the same sort of format in a sense. And I've got many videos which are like this style of video. So if I'm seeing this style of video fall over, man, my channel is in a lot of trouble. And really, the guise of these videos is dressed up consumer affairs videos. Very dry topic, but hopefully I bring it to you in an entertaining way. I'm skipping forward in some of this. We don't need to see all the video, but what I'm looking for is things that will upset whoever manually reviews this. Remember, the manual review process is supposedly someone looking at this video. You know, I make comparisons of things, you know. I think I was calling that a poop wagon in the video. But is there anything wrong with that? I don't know. Please let me know. Look, I've already showed you that, you know, videos detailing... You know, kids' videos detailing poop and stuff are already up online with ads. So let's keep looking here. You know, I'll show you how things work. And, yeah, we see how the train works on the rails. A bit of a demo. It's always going to be naffed because it's not the real McCoy stuff. And I'll show how other trains work on the track as well in a most bizarre way. Yeah, okay, we get into this. And I think... Yeah, of course, things break off easily. Oh, okay, yes, we're into the part... That's right, I filled it up with magic poo, I think, from memory. Yeah, cool, man. Let's blow things up. Along the way, hopefully we're learning some material science because, you know, what I'd like to show you is that in the end, it's just rubbish product. Okay, what I should do is go and blow up a real Thomas toy, and you'll probably find it won't fragment like that thing has. Poof! It looks great, doesn't it? I like blowing things up. Shouldn't say that. Anyway, yeah, so we always talk about, look at the fragmentation and stuff. That's the poo. It's a novelty toy. It's a children's toy. Okay, so I don't know, maybe I said the word poo too many times in this video, but what I've noticed is, and I'm just skipping forward here, is that initially when this silly machine learning robot came along and started pulling things apart, it picked off some of the first videos, all my special effects videos, which related to things I did in the film industry. It didn't like those, but I got those back. So maybe it hears things exploding and starts to get a nerny, but then again, well, someone's looked at this and decided, well, this isn't suitable for YouTube. I can't see any nudie bits. I certainly don't swear in my videos. I've certainly showed you that people do, toy videos and they're talking about poo and stuff. So I'm starting not to understand what's going on. Had that Disney Cars video go down, and there's always make comparisons of things, and hopefully I'm saying, constructive things about things. So we're learning that, of course, these products are failed products. Go along a bit further. Yeah, we have a bit of fun, don't we? Hey, it's sort of sad because if I'm losing these videos, there's no way I'm going to spend the time to make more of these videos because I'm just wasting my time. And until we get some sort of clarification on what's going on, and it may take months. Okay, this saga's been going on since I think like the April of this year that I'm making this silly video. And it just continues on and gets worse, and we're up near like Christmas time now. There we go, there's some more. What am I doing with that magic? Oh, I'm going to pack it into that. Maybe it doesn't like me doing that. It's a novelty toy. I mean, give me a break. I should have just used Play-Doh. I normally say, I've got my explosive Play-Doh, and I think we pack it up. Oh, that's right. I remember now. I was showing you how if I packed the backside of this in a certain way and preserved the front with some, I think it was some, what was it? Some bubble wrap. I could blow it up and save the face. Because I was showing you how explosives work in a certain way when they're in contact with certain things. It's an important thing to understand. Or maybe you don't need to understand. But it's like a little trick that I know what to do. Like I said, I don't have to think about doing this. Yeah, okay, yeah. I'm making sure there's no air voids because I need total contact with the plastic and the poo to make this work. Okay, yeah, put it back together. And that's right, that's the part there, it's got to be completely packed. I'm having fun looking back on this. I hope you get fun watching this because I'm actually reminiscing about what I did. I wouldn't do anything like this these days, I tell you, because it just triggers the wrong robot. I think we're getting up to the part where Thomas leaves the planet, and the problem I've got with this system they've got where someone fails it via manual review is you're never told the reason why. So how can you learn by your mistakes? You can't. If they gave you a reason, they said, oh, well, this is, inspiring whatever people to blow up Thomases and save the face, well, yes, I'll agree with that. In no way do I instruct you on the explosives in this. That's all kept secret. I mean, that's just part of the YouTube terms of service. That's been there from day one. This is material science. This is me showing you, well, the knockoff toys, how they just get annihilated and they fragment. And in this case, I saved the face, which is just me being a trickster. But the problem with the way YouTube's pulling stuff down is they attack it, but then they never tell you the reason why. So how do I know how to go forward on the site? Well, basically, I don't know how to go forward on the site, and that's why I'm making this video to let you know. I've got to try and be as open and honest to my audience as possible. They need to understand why I've lost confidence in making content on the site. And, I keep thinking, I think the bot's finished with my channel and I'm not going to get any more videos getting pulled up. Well, it just keeps happening. Initially, it was all these videos that were, let's say, what I call the slack videos, which weren't pulling many views. There's a whole string of them initially. And now what I'm finding, it's picking off the really, really popular and big earning videos. So I don't know exactly what's happening. It's not as if, okay, advertisers were adhering to this. I know that because I could see what this video is making. Yet it gets demonetized and it's deemed non-advertiser friendly. So I just don't understand anymore. In this part here, I'm always trying to talk about material science and what I see. It's very much me describing to you what I find out after this event. And we look at the way how the magic poo has affected some things and preserved some things. And sometimes it's because of the way things are designed. There might be a bit of extra something built into the plastic. The eyes have survived. But I think it was all about, here we are, getting to this part here, preserving that part there. And there we are, there's a bit of bubble wrap. Yeah, it's all flooding back to me. The memories, hey, the memories. Yes, very much the problem is if this video falls, I dare say more will fall as well. I've got to try and get that Cars 3 video back. I've got no idea what has been picked up in that. Mind you, I got all my special effects videos back, which in a sense are not that different to this. You know, really, I'm starting to think, where have I crossed the line when it comes to advertiser friendly? I keep reading those bits of paragraph over and over. I just don't see it. I don't understand where I've crossed the line. And like I keep saying, if I'm getting, you know, this video deemed non-advertiser friendly and there's no reason why, they never tell you the reason why they don't like the video, that's the fail. How can I learn, or how can I understand what YouTube wants and then it exactly tell you where you've gone wrong? Up the end of the video here, I think I got Mr. Hammer out, and that's right, we got rid of all the little tenders and stuff. Maybe it's this that's caused the trouble, you know, it could be the rubber chickens and Mr. Hammer. Poof, poof, poof. It's very satisfying. I just feel like doing a whole bunch of that now because of the strife that's going on YouTube. I just don't understand anymore. I've just totally lost confidence in making videos. I'm sorry. I think up the end here I was talking about the piñatas that I found, the knockoff piñatas. And only one of those I've got left. I think, what did I do with those? Did I put them under Mr. Icta? Yeah, I make so many videos I can't remember the details of certain aspects of it. Well, mind you, I did bump into someone in a shop, and it was a young man called Aaron. He remembers every bit of detail of my videos, and I'm still to get to him and give him a nice thank you prize. I haven't forgotten about you, Aaron. I've just had a lot on my plate. I'm very sorry. I've actually just worked out I can slow this video up within the browser. This is at 0.5, so what's at half speed? I hope I'm right there. There's also 0.25. Maybe I don't need to do as much slow motion stuff as I have done in my videos. And then again, I won't be making many more like this from here on because I need to understand what's wrong with this video. And like I keep saying, that's the problem. If they can't tell me after a failed manual review what the problem is, I'm stuffed. I really am. I'm so spooked at the moment about what to make. That's why I need to really pull away from the site and get some really good clarification of what they want. And this problem really stems back to a couple of producers making what is kiddie content, but then the video turns vile once you get past the first part of the video. And what happens with children, I've seen it with my son, is he likes to get onto the radical stuff on YouTube, which starts off initially as a nice video, and then it goes, you know, sideways. You might hear a lot of yelling and screaming going on. And then because we react as parents to that, I'll turn it off, please, or we don't want you watching that, then my son wants to watch that more. It's a quite bizarre thing that goes on. So I'm well aware of how this works, okay? But it seems like we're getting punished from the actions of what are actually very few producers who've been playing games. It's really sad. You know, it's really, really sad. Wow, that looks cooler when it's slowed right up, doesn't it? Yeah, bring it on, bring it on. But I can't, I'm sorry, because, well, that might be the problem. It's very worthwhile looking very quickly at advertiser-friendly guidelines, okay, and it stacks on top of the Terms of Service Community Guidelines and AdSense program policy. So there's like, you know, 4 things you got to look out for when you're putting stuff up on the YouTube now. This bit here in yellow, it sort of says that the following describes any portion of your video metadata, including the title, thumbnail, or tags, then may not be suitable for advertising. So, wow, it really covers a lot of stuff. And these are the topics, okay, controversial issues and sensitive events. That's extremism and terrorism and death and tragedy. Sort of the thing you see on the news every night. Weird, isn't it? Drugs and dangerous procedures and substances. So I certainly have never got into that. Been a very good boy. Harmful or dangerous acts. Again, I haven't been into that as well. I think I can be cleared on that one. That's like even cosmetic surgery, invasive surgery gets caught up in that one. Weird, isn't it? Hateful content. Okay. Yes, this is to do with, you know, things about people's sexuality, their race, their ethnic origins, their religion, disabilities and stuff. Okay. Inappropriate language. That's definitely not me. Although some people say some of my Australianisms or Australianisms to them are swearing. In Australia, they're quite normal. I can't use that word in this video or else I'll get flagged. Okay, inappropriate use of family entertainment characters. This is a curious one. Videos depicting family entertainment characters or content, whether animated or live action, engaging in violent, sexual, vile, or otherwise inappropriate behaviour. Naughty, naughty. Even if done so in a comedic or satirical purposes. So normally being a comedy thing or a satire is a get out of jail thing, but not in this case. So they've closed this big loophole with that one there. A lot of people are going to get caught out of that one. This next one is basically demeaning videos, insulting videos. I'm only saying that because I can't say that first word, incendiary, is it? I thought incendiary was something like a firebomb. I don't know. And the last one here, or second last one, is sexual suggestive content. Well, I certainly don't get into that. Okay, and then the bottom one here is violence. Videos containing where the focal point is on blood, violence, or injury. Okay, well, I didn't get into that either. I'm pretty sure I'm clear. Maybe I'm not. I've just tracked up the page a bit. I should read this. This is very important to read, and it's about what YouTube is saying about their technology. YouTube uses technology and policies enforcement procedures to determine if a video is suitable for advertising. We continually work hard to make our algorithms as accurate as possible. Why am I starting to giggle? I shouldn't giggle because this is a serious thing. And to understand nuances, including for categories like music, gaming, and news. See, it'd be very tricky to pull this off because, well, the video is actually very complex, eh? Our intention is to treat each video based on context, including content that is clearly comedic, educational, or satirical in nature. So, that's funny. If I read that, that's almost like, that bit there is almost like a get out clause for many, many videos because they can say, well, it's a comedy video. So maybe here on for me, the trick is, after reading that, I'll just go out and buy a clown nose and say, hey, it was a comedic video, a clown made the video. So maybe the best people to ask is the audience. They know lots about YouTube versus me. Did this video go way over the advertiser-friendly guidelines? Let me know in a comment. I'd love to read what you have to say.